some of you have asked about the mantra beads, and so I thought it would be nice actually for you to hear the whole story, because it's such a beautiful and strong story that created these mantra beads, and it's so precious to us the way the whole, it's like it's a kind of a flowering of different blessings in our lives. And I think the story really started before we even knew Ami, because Ami is the goldsmith, called him the mystic goldsmith, who creates these mantra beads. He lives in Australia, is originally from Israel, and he's a goldsmith all his life. It's like his, he's really embodies that the beauty and the grace and the love for detail and everything that goes along with making jewelry or making beautiful things out of gold. And so he's been working with gold all his life. And many years ago now, maybe, I don't know, let's say 10 years ago or something, he had this incredibly intense accident this is all before we knew each other, in Australia, where he broke like 38 bones in the upper part of his body, like a very intense accident, and it was not clear if he even was going to make it, and he was between life and death for 2 weeks after that. And in that time where he was in these other realms, where he was open to other energies, he got this whole download from the beyond about the power of gold and the energy of gold. And just like crystals have energy, or everything, wood, everything that is there in our field has an energy, and so does gold. And gold is very powerful, as we know also from the indigenous cultures which use gold to balance the earth. Maybe you've heard of the Kogi in Colombia who actually will bury golden artifacts or golden jewelry or whatever they're made out of in certain places, because that's where the earth energy needs to be balanced by that energy of gold. Or in the movie Aluna, they write about how they spread this golden thread along I think the coastline of Colombia or something, just as so it's an energy balancing metal. And what I really have to say first also is that Ami will only work with organic gold, which means it's gold that hasn't been mined. It's gold that has come out of the earth happily and voluntarily, and has no pain or suffering attached to it. So in this state of between life and death, Ami received this download that gold had 3 major qualities that it can help us. It can help strengthen these qualities in us. It can help us that we can learn from it. These 3 qualities. And they are purity and flexibility and conductivity. So I'm going to just explain it a little bit more. So the energy of purity with gold is that gold is, you can't mix gold with another metal without changing its chemical structure. So gold actually needs and wants to stay pure. So there's purity, and I don't think I need to explain a lot about purity, because purity, we all love purity, and we all appreciate purity. So gold reminds us of our inner purity and brings purity in our lives. Gold is also very flexible. It's always going to be soft. You can always bend it, so it doesn't break, but it bends, so it teaches us to be flexible and to be fluid in that way. And the third quality is conductivity, which means it's a great conductor, which means One second, it just Instagram just stopped for some unknown reason. I'm going to just come back on here. So conductivity means it is a channel for divine energy. It lets energy through. It's open to let divine energy come through, which is a beautiful learning for us, as we wear the gold and as gold is in our lives, that we learn that quality of being channels for the divine energy. And so out of this accident and out of this very life-transforming experience, and now if you see Armin, many of you know him, you would not think he'd ever had an accident. He's totally healed, or amazingly healed, and it's an incredible healing story that he went through that I'm not going to go into right now, but he's good now. And so out of that download, he created intentional jewelry, like for example wedding rings or any jewelry where he actually sits with his client, with the person that he makes the jewelry for, and will see what they really want, what intention they would like to put into their piece of jewelry, and he'll inscribe it or find a way. He's found a way to charge the gold with the intention that is called for at this point. And out of that, because Ami met us in Australia and we became friends, Ami realized, wow, we can use the energy of mantra to charge the gold and then carry it on our bodies as jewelry or as these little mantra beads. And the way he does it, I have to also say, he came to us with that suggestion, and he's such a beautiful human being and such a pure human being. There was no doubt in our minds that he would be a beautiful person also to work with, and that it comes from a pure, clean source. And he found this beautiful way of channeling the energy of mantra into the gold. And the way he does it is he takes a little gold, like maybe this is for example 1 gram of gold. They're like little grains of gold, and he will melt it so it becomes like this shining kind of bright sun, and it's going to be liquid. And then when it's liquid, he'll play the mantra, the actual sound of the mantra, the recording of the mantra into the liquid gold. And then, as you know about cymatics, where you can see the surface change with whatever sound is being applied to the water, for example, it's that principle that the frequency of that sound will go into the liquid form of the gold, and then he lets it get hard and makes it into a very thin, fine strip, and then the mantra gets inscribed in that strip as in Devanagari, in the actual Sanskrit writing, and then he rolls it up, and then he seals it with fire, and that's, like you can see a little bit here, and then there's a little mantra bead, and it's really beautiful. Now I wanted to prepare this and I didn't, but I'll find a way to show it to you. He actually sent this to a laboratory, the mantra bead, and it's a laboratory in Germany where they apply the energy of whatever you send them to water and see how the water structure changes, like according to Emoto. So you can see the water before, and then you can see the water crystals as they're frozen after they've been in touch with the energy of whatever you send them. So Ami sent them a mantra bead, and it's remarkable, it's incredible how beautiful the crystal the water crystal becomes once it had been in contact with a mantra bead. And I posted this before. I post it again now. And so this is many years ago now. Miten and I, we've been wearing ours for I don't know how many years. We've been working together with Army, 5-6 years or something, never really take it off. And for me it's a beautiful reminder of the mantra. It's a reminder of purity and flexibility for me, and I just enjoy wearing it. And out of that then came also these unity malas, and this also I've been wearing I think every day for the last 3 or 4 years. Every day I just don't want to not put it on. And it's Jerusalem stone, so it's the stone that is the Temple of Solomon was built out of. It's the stone that Jesus' grave is out of. Because it's kind of like a marble, it has all these different shades. And so it's 108 beads for our mantra practice, and then it has a golden mantra bead here, which is either Satchit Ananda, truth, consciousness, bliss, or Gayatri, according to your choice. And so that's another beautiful offering that Ami created. So tomorrow, for example, when we chant the Gayatri mantra 108 times, Ami will create Gayatri mantra beads at the same time. And if you like, you can order a mantra bead that was made exactly at that time when all of us around the world chanted the Gayatri together. You just, I'll write that in the copy how you can order that. And then you have it, you have a little tangible piece of our Sangha with you all the time, like that. I think that is pretty much it. Let me see, could you write post on your Facebook? Yes, I can. Can you make a picture? Yes, I can. I'll post everything that I can. And if you want, and then you can also ask questions in the post, and then we do our best to answer them. And I thank you for hanging out with me a little bit longer today. And I just wanted to also say about tomorrow, about the Global Days of Unity, because I didn't really go into it. It's a beautiful offering that came out of the inspiration of Bharat Mitra and Bhavani, and their friends as Bruce Lipton and Prince EA and Manoj will be part of it. And it's an offering to uplift the field with once a month coming together online. And it's happened a few times already, and it's unfolding and becoming more beautiful each time. So just wanted to say thank you to the community, because they're all our dear friends, and we are so happy to be part of it and to contribute to that tomorrow also. Have a beautiful day, and namaste.